All right. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. We will start our book club, chapter number 5. Um, have we done curiosity question, Faida? I think no.
No, we didn't.
I think we need to start from a curiosity question. The previous one was convincing is not parenting. We have to do this as well, right? Um, so what we did last time was connection before correction.
Mm. Can you please
We,
tell me page number? Sorry, I just lost the.
okay, on the PDF, it is page number 81.
Okay,
I'm not sure about the book. I don't have book at the
I'll
moment with
just
me.
check it. Yes, that's the
Find it?
same. Yeah, the dark okay.
Okay, so we will start now from convincing is not parenting. Okay, Bismillah. Yeah, you can start.
So, convincing is not parenting. Many parents, in an effort to be nice and kind, believe that they must convince their children of the value of a rule, system, or routine. Parents assume that if they talk enough, children will see the wisdom of what they are saying and will then be willing to collaborate. We wish it were true. The reality is that some children see the value of what parents are asking for, however, most won't. It is common that children will acknowledge the wisdom of their parents only after they have become adults or parents themselves. Accordingly,
Ah,
this is
ye-
actually so true.
Actually, you know what? Why Subhanallah, just now, I'm back from a friend's home just 5 minutes before the meeting. I was out for some work, and then I was at friend's home for an hour or so. And she was discussing exactly same thing. And she was telling me how she, Subhanallah, she was like, I'm not able to understand why I have given every possible reason and logic in the world to my children to do something, for example, right? Whether it is logical, or whether it is sharia based, or whether it is emotional based, or whatever. And she's saying, I don't understand why they don't listen. And it's simply, and subhanallah, parents assume that if they talk enough, children will see the wisdom of what they are saying. And we actually think that, yeah, I'm explaining everything to you. I am telling you, you must be wise enough to understand why you are not. But yes, that's true. They will only realize after they have become adults or parent themselves. So true.
Accordingly, we invite you to save your energy and time, explain your rationale and reasons to your child. However, after doing so, focus on how you and your child can work out your different positions. Don't wait for or expect the child to exclaim, yes, mom or dad, of course you are right. Rather, be content with the child knowing your position or limit on a subject. That is success. It means
Hmm.
you have sent the message correctly and your child received it accurately. What did I say about? What
Hmm.
is your understanding of why I am refusing to? What is my
Hmm.
limit?
Hmm. So the main, what the author says, I think, is just do your work, like just say it or just explain or whatever. Again, as we have been reading in this book already, according to your child's age and their temperament, how they work, just use maybe short sentences and just say it. I do believe the things are settling in children's subconscious brain. And again, it will, I think, come out only when they grow up. I think my main struggle with children is the house chores. They, I'm explaining them I need help, and I believe and expect they must be helping me. But children being children, uh, so yeah, we must save our energy.
Well, I think that, more than
Mm-hmm.
the way we remind them, we need the reminders like that. Sometimes
Yes.
I feel like, I need a
Yeah.
report
Yeah.
played on all the time to remind me again.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. But I'm also thinking of one from one aspect because I have recently been from Pakistan, and living in like of course I don't live in a joint family system like there, but you must have seen when you go there and there are expectations around your children and how they must be listening and how they must be working and performing. So it happens to, I think, best of us when we are in such environment. You do stop for a second and think if I am doing wrong or right. Like my child is actually not listening to me. and other children are listening. Did you feel like this? Uh, because I
I
know you're
do.
from Pakistan.
I do.
Hmm.
I feel like at that moment, I feel so much pressurized.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to control. I
Hmm.
think hardest to control myself in that moment.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. And I do fell back into again the same trap of yes, perhaps it's not the right way. But this time, actually was more curious, and I thought I would figure out. Yes, actually, the children there listen, and why it happens. So what I figured out was it could not be true, but mostly the children there they work out of fear, and the parenting is more like a control. So more you can control child, and they can say yes to you is a good child. The child who immediately listens to you, and because I I don't think so. Maybe there I'm wrong. Maybe it is out of respect as well, but most I feel is a fear because they are being controlled.
Well, I believe respect is a kind of, you know, it's different for everyone, isn't it? So I feel like in
Yeah.
Pakistan,
Hmm.
respect is a very kind of, well, they have a very fragile respect. You
Hmm.
know, every single thing just
Expect
hurts
their
the
respect.
respect.
Yes.
So, you know, and
Hmm.
secondly, one thing I learned from my experience is that people I used to, take them as, you can say, I always used to think that they are the best. I want to do parenting like them because
Hmm. Hmm.
apparently,
Hmm.
whenever I saw them,
Hmm.
the children were very well behaved. They were
Obedient.
achieving all
Yes.
the goals, you
Yes.
know,
Yes.
religiously in the worldly matters.
Yes.
Everything was perfect. But
Exactly.
when I got closer to them,
Hmm.
when we spent time together, I realized that, okay, you know what? They are
Hmm.
like normal children, like our children, but they just
Yes.
have moments,
Yes.
when they are at their best and when they are at their worst. It's just
Yes.
that
Yes.
we when we see the best moments, we feel like, okay, this is
The only
everything
thing.
is
Yes.
good with them.
Yes. Yes.
But
Exactly. Children are children, to be honest. When they are given chance, I again, and during my visit, I had this time to observe the children, and the very, very controlled child, who is well behaving. When this child was given the chance, they have fun of their life because they want to. This
so
happens.
I
So
believe that we learn through our experiences. We made
yes,
mistakes. So why can we not let our children do the same thing? Yes, to
exactly.
some extent, there should be limits, but
Hmm.
then they should be, I mean, allowed to live their life.
Yes, definitely. With the mistakes again, just as you said, a very fragile concept of mistake for the respect. It's in the same way there is a very crooked concept of this perfectionism sort of thing where yes we guide them and everything, but every little thing like you can't put a glass like this, it has to be like this, or everything is like too much where you do not allow children to really grow. And just like of course if you understand from developmental point of view, if it happens in the early age, then already your brain is always in the stress mode, and in such brains the frontal cortex starts to shrink. So what do you expect from this child when they are becoming adult? So this is where we are, we are just losing everything right in the childhood just because we need obedient nice children. Subhanallah.
I
Yeah.
think for us, it's the one of the problems is the comparison in the countries as well, the cultural comparison and everything. Our children,
Yeah,
for them, I feel sorry for them as well.
I
When
know.
they go
Yeah.
Pakistan, they have to face that criticism as well. Okay,
Yes.
ये तो आई बाहर से है, so
Yes.
वहां पे तो होते ही ऐसे हैं. I feel like
Exactly.
they can't fit in any box. Not here, neither
No,
there.
yes, exactly. So I same. I do feel for my children as well. Like, where do they belong? Where? Not here,
Nowhere.
not there, nowhere. When I was really one day upset about this thing, I was just having some sort of discussion with my husband, and actually he said a very nice thing, and he said actually it is good not to belong anywhere, because if we look Islamically, the concept of watan or concept of the place, it's very much wherever you live, you should be dedicating your life to make this place a better place, but you should have a bigger vision of the world because you are Khalifa on the earth. And from here, this problem, the root cause comes where you only think of your country, and we see this in Ummah now. My country, I should save my country, and whatever happens to the rest of the Ummah, I don't care. So actually, this is good. We don't belong anywhere.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you can continue.
Okay, at some point, it may be necessary to set a limit to the discussion by saying, I have explained my position. This conversation is not moving forward. I see how upset you are. I suggest you take some time to process what we said. Let's agree to have another discussion soon. When would
Hmm.
it work for you to have another conversation?
Hmm.
Sometimes it might be necessary to simply give a statement of fact or decide what you will do.
Sometimes I
But
think
is
I
it
should have
not?
pictures. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just thinking that
Hmm.
is it just not then being authoritative that you've had your conversation, but then
Hmm.
you are just telling them that, okay, you know what? No
Hmm.
matter what you say, I'm going to do
Hmm.
what I have to do.
No, I think it would depend on what kind of situation you are dealing with. Because not in every situation you can let your children do knowing this is wrong, right? For example, screen time, right? If you
Mm,
you are setting a limit and a child is still arguing, I want more, or no, it should be like this, or no, this 5 more minutes will not then you can be very clear about the boundary. I have explained this, and the conversation is not moving forward. Like, yes, you again, I think authoritarian, when we are talking about, it's like very clear about what you are wanting, because as I discussed with my parents, with my children, sorry, Allah has not sent me to make you happy. Allah has sent me to guide you. So I am trying my best. You can be upset during the process. Sometimes I will not listen to what you are saying, and this will make you upset, and that's okay. I'm not here to make you happy. And then again, as you said, if we're discussing with them and there is a room of negotiation or something like this, then you can do this.
okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. I was just saying, I sometimes think the phrases the author used in the book, sometimes I feel like we should make some note of this or something, and then have print out and put it our in our homes, because sometimes those dialogues give you very make it very clear and help you in the situation where you can talk to your child like this. So these are very good points. You can highlight in the book as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
think after every lesson we should do one line
Yeah.
summary which you should be putting on our friend
Yeah. I
reminder.
did. Hmm. I did think of this. I had a conversation with you where we, from every lesson, some points we take out and use it like our diaries thing or whatever it is, even if it's from torchbearers coming. It's like some PDF or whatever. But the point was, I was
Mm,
like, Subhanallah, very busy, unable to do this. But let's see, inshallah, maybe for other book.
inshallah.
Yeah, let's do whatever we can do in our best of capacity for now.
Mm, mm, inshallah.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. I am writing something.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. You can do it. So Sujiveri has
I like
message in
what
the
you
group.
said.
Mm-hmm.
We are not here to make our children happy. We are here to guide them. This is the lesson for
Yeah,
today.
yeah. This is, of course, because again, of course, it was my parenting journey as well when I was initially learning everything, and my own childhood and the things come, like I feel like I have to make them happy and I should not hurt them and their feelings will be, but again, I learned over the time my job is not to make them happy. It's to guide them basically. If I'm making them everything possible for them. But then again, if I'm saying this, I should have this training inside me where I'm also not getting triggered by uh, their crying when they are crying or yelling over something, um, or doing whatever tantrums. Then I should be strong enough to, just accept this, because sometimes I do, like, feel triggered by their crying as well. Like, I want them to stop crying. I I cannot do this. I should not do this. I should let them cry this out. At least, they are allowed to have the feelings. So if they are not listened to, so it's okay. again our triggers come, and inshallah we heal them along the way.
Inshallah. But I was just thinking about something. I read somewhere that on the day of judgment, before asking the parents about their children, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask the children
Mm-hmm.
about the parents. That
Okay.
how did they treated them, or did they fulfill their
Hmm.
rights and all. So I was just
Hmm.
thinking about something that mm, well, definitely, then no one is always going to be happy with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget about the children. No one on this
Yes.
earth can be fully happy with
Okay.
us.
Yes.
But
Exactly.
then, it's a very scary situation to be in.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Well, I don't know.
So I think I haven't read about this or anything, if it's, authentic or something. I'm not sure. But I'm just thinking from the point of view, if it's authentic, right? And if it's going to happen, then we know Allah is, the judge, but he's also the Al-Adl, right? He do the justice. So it's not like,
Definitely.
my child is not happy with me because I did not give him a chocolate or did not bring him, the 30th toy in the month or something like this. And the child is saying, I think it comes from the very basic need of a child, which is most important, is the time. The time you are giving your children. You can buy them all the things in the world. You can,
Yeah.
take them to expensive tours or whatever, but you're not spending time with them. You are not nurturing them. I think this is the main thing. And if a child says to Allah, for example, like my mother or dad, they haven't been with me, they've felt left out or whatever, then this is just a problem. And then we should be scared of what will happen then to us. So, yeah,
Mm.
may Allah guide us, And again, with the
Um,
time, it does not come like, I'm giving 12 hours per day or 7 hours per day. It's about 1 hour quality time, right? Be there concept. When they needed you, you were there. And then, of course, there are parents who have their, own problems. For example, both parents are working and they have to because of the finances or whatever, and they could not be there for child. It wasn't like they want to. It's a separate discussion then, inshallah.
inshallah.
Okay.
So just give me 1 second, please. My
Yeah, sure,
mom
no
keeps
problem. Sure, sure, no
calling me. Let
problem.
me just tell her that
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not
sure.
available. Sorry.
No, that's
Okay, shall I
fine.
continue?
Yes, yes, please.
Curiosity questions. Many parents believe that it's their duty to tell their children what to do, how they feel, what they did wrong, etc. The list is
Mm,
long. Unfortunately, telling brings up walls of defiance, resistance, rebellion, silence, withdrawal, zoning out, etc. In many instances, the same message could be sent using curiosity questions. We invite you to use curiosity questions because you will be amazed at how much more effective the communication will be. Not
mm,
only do curiosity questions grant you entry into your child's world, but
mm,
also they also empower your child to be an active participant in the conversation. More importantly, curiosity questions nurture critical thinking skills. Wow. Curiosity questions are those that begin with what, how, when, and who. Sometimes it may be appropriate to use the why question, but
mm,
avoid it as much as possible.
mm.
Why questions are conversation enders because they put children on the defensive, who then respond with, "Oh, I don't know. It just happened."
Yeah. And I
Mm,
would say I have been guilty of this. So I know the change she's saying, starting from I was this. I used to believe like it's my duty to tell everything, how they feel, what they did wrong. And that was, of course, I'm here, I'm a parent, I need to. But then when I switch, I see this change. And so I can see, like, yes, the living example in my home of um, this part. It really, really. it works, and it works like a different concept. It gives you the whole different picture of your child and change your own perspective of looking to your child as well. Once you start getting curious, the things really change. Have you experienced anything?
I haven't tried it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll
So try
try
it.
it, then
Yeah,
I'll come back, inshallah.
yeah, inshallah. So there is
I think
something.
with my little
Mm.
one, with the youngest one, yeah, it goes well with her because I know that she's a very, very talkative child, mashallah,
Mm.
tabarakallah. So when I get
Mm.
tired,
Mashallah.
that's when I do it with her. That just
Mm-hmm.
give her a hint and then she'll
Mm.
just carry on from there. So
Mm.
yeah, I
Mm.
think I'll just try it with the elder ones as well.
Yeah. So you can try, like, I think this is some examples. So you can use and some at some point during the conversations you can use this. You want to read the table?
Yeah. Comparing telling versus asking curiosity questions.
Hmm.
Telling and then curiosity questions. Go do your homework. What does your routine chart say needs to be happening right now?
Hmm.
Well, we need the routine
Routine
chart
chart.
for
I was about to say this. So we can create our own curiosity question. Like,
it.
I was wondering, uh, have you got any homework today?
Yeah, that's
Something,
better.
Yeah, because we don't have routine chart.
Yeah. But I feel that,
Mm.
this is very important.
Mm.
If we want to make our day productive and our life productive,
Mm.
we need to write things down. One thing I
Mm.
struggle with, but then yes, I learned it that we need
Mm.
to,
Mm.
write it
You,
down.
you know what I'm thinking? Actually, I was thinking of, and if you like agree, we can do something like this during the summer. I was thinking to make the routine chart for my children during the summer holidays because
Mhm.
then, of course, depending on my situation, if I have some holiday planned, I can
Yeah.
uh, skip that week. Then I can have the other activities planned, so they have fun happening. And then a routine chart will not be something like this, 8 a.m. wake up, 9 a.m. breakfast, and 10 a.m. work or 11 a.m. play. It is like morning routine, afternoon routine, and evening routine. So they have some routines in balance. And it was my own thought, and we can discuss this later in the group if people want to join. I was thinking, because once they are off the school, it's already too much happening with the routines and timetables. So I let them go
Mhm.
free, free fly for a week or so. So they can wake up
Mhm.
whenever they want or do something relaxation, and then I will let them know, like, we will follow some routines as this weekend, and then discuss with them what kind of routine they want, because then they will feel included, and as well they will be more cooperative in doing work with you if you want to, at some point. I never have done any sort of academic work with my children during the holidays. This time I'm thinking to add a little bit, because my
Mhm.
eldest will be in year 6, then year 4, and then year 3. So a little bit, depending on their age. So maybe, we can try something, experiment together.
Mhm. No, true, definitely true. But one thing, I tried it before as well, but
Mm-hmm.
that was a fail only because I believe
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, I didn't give them the timetable, but I gave them the list of things I wanted them
Mm-hmm.
to
To
do
do.
in
Mm-hmm.
their day.
Hmm.
So I let them choose the time, what time they want to
Whenever,
do it.
yeah. Hmm.
But I think that was a bit too much freedom for them because it ended up
Hmm.
that they didn't do anything.
Hmm.
And
But
then
hmm.
my problem is that, I can't be very strict with my
Hmm.
timings or the things they just come crying and I just let them go, you
Yeah,
know.
like us. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
things, I feel that, because of this thing, they
Hmm.
know my nature now and they take advantage of it.
Yeah, yeah, it happens. Same with
So,
me.
this time I'm thinking that I have to change how I have
They
to be
want.
more firm with them to,
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm, still don't want to give them timings, but I want to be firm with what things they need to do during the daytime. I don't care what time or how
Hmm.
they plan it. Because my
Hmm.
eldest one,
Hmm.
she likes to do things her own way.
Hmm.
So we clash
Yeah,
If
I
I give
know.
her a set routine, we have a
Hmm.
class there. So I just let her choose.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I just don't want to give her that freedom that, okay, end of the day, nothing will be done because
Hmm.
she has
Hmm.
freedom.
Hmm. So maybe you can give the time limit, like for example, until 6 p.m. These things need to be done to do it whenever you
Mhm.
want.
I think so, yeah. I was
Hmm.
just thinking that I'll make the routine in a way that, they like to
Hmm.
do all the fun things in the evening when their dad is back
Yeah.
from work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just tell them that you'll get the fun when you
Need to do this
make
first.
sure you
Yeah.
finish your chores before that
Yeah.
time.
Hmm. Hmm. So,
Yeah.
Sister Faiza, if I ask you, like, you said when you did it previously, this failed.
Hmm.
So, why do you think it failed? It failed because when you said, I need these things to be done in one day, whatever it was, and whenever they want,
Hmm.
and it is not done by the end of the day, then
Yeah.
what did you do?
That's the thing that I didn't do anything because,
Hmm.
I wasn't. I told them that, okay,
Not really
this is what
firm.
I
Hmm.
expect from you. Okay,
Hmm.
we sat together, we had a
Hmm.
conversation about it. We made a
Hmm.
timetable that, okay, this is the
Hmm.
everyday
Hmm.
timetable. We need to do these things every day. But then,
Hmm.
some days they were
Hmm.
happening, but when the routine breaks, when something
Yes.
extraordinary
Some
happens,
change. Yes. Yes.
some change happens. But
Hmm.
then,
Hmm.
that one day of change just
Hmm.
breaks the whole cycle, and then we never get to go back to that cycle, and then I
I
forget and then
know.
they forget.
Yes.
So, it's the same cycle repeating.
Hmm. I can totally relate to
That's
it. It happened with me the same. And when I was going through all this analysis of why things not working, I always come out with the same thing. It's me actually not making them do this. I'm not implementing it the way I should be. And then of course the routines do not work. Um, we have Sister Masarat and Sister Saadi also joining us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Assalamu
I think
alaikum,
Sister
sisters.
Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum
uh,
assalam.
Sister Masarat, I think asking in the chat up
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
while
Yes, I was just listening to your conversation. I thought I'll just ask you how old are your children?
is it for Sister Faiza?
Both
Yeah.
of you.
Okay. So Sister Faiza want to go first?
My children are 12, 9, and 4.
Hmm. Mine are 10, 8, and 7. Sister Sadia is with us. She has teenage children as well. Thank you for joining us again.
Pre-teen, you can say. I have 11-year-old boy,
Hmm.
and then a 9-year-old girl, and then 7-year-old girl.
Hmm. Pre-teens and teens, and yeah, good. Yes, Sister Masas, welcome. And I'm so happy you have joined us finally today.
Jazakallah, sister, for giving us this opportunity. I want to join every time, but
I know
kids
you.
are
Yes.
around. This time, luckily, I didn't,
Hmm.
forget at all, but I was a bit busy. I thought I
Hmm.
will join.
Yeah.
Even though I'm late, but Alhamdulillah, I tried to catch up.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. So how old are your children? I know they are very young.
My children are all like 8, 4.5, and 3.
Hmm.
I Abdul Hadi. I was just listening about your
Yes. Hmm. It's okay. I know Sister Masarat is always, she's a home educator mom as well. So she's always have children
so
around.
with kids below 10-year-old, especially I can say below 9-year-old, this schedule thing is going to work,
Hmm.
and you can obviously make it. But I think below 9 year, it's I think you should just wait for your children, just whatever they want to do. Like even though they are playing, they are still learning, right?
Yeah.
So don't make any schedule for the little kids. So otherwise, one is how we instill love of reading and how to develop curiosity. So with the schedule, time, tables and all, they're going to hate those things slowly, slowly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when it's like child-led, you want them to do anything, so they will kind of, develop that interest and they would love to do things like according to their own choice. So,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
above 9 and 10, it's okay. if you make any timetable or schedule, like be consistent with that. So slowly, but don't be hard. Like sometimes they are not going to make it on time. So be
Hmm.
kind with them. Like it should be flexible, not
Hmm.
hard rule. Like
Hmm.
you have to finish this at this time. No,
Hmm.
sometimes they will take time. But if
Hmm.
it's according to their own choice, they will finish it with no time. So trust their capability. So this thing I
Hmm.
wanted to add.
Hmm. You are
I
very
agree
with
with
the
you, sister, but
hmm.
then at end of the day, nothing is done. Then that's a problem because, you know,
Hmm.
Unless it's not screen, so even though
Hmm.
they are just talking, they're just reading book, they're playing
Hmm.
any sort of
Hmm.
thing, they it's still
Hmm.
learning.
Yeah. You know, as the sisters, Musarrat is saying, when children are very young, then of course it's okay. As they are growing up, you want to have, little structure in life, little routines, and little discipline. So then little things can be introduced, but as such as saying, not so rigid, of course. But what Faiza and I were discussing, once we as a parents let go of the things and we are saying it's okay, it's not done and never coming back. For example, if there are 8 days, everything is going smoothly according to routine. There was a disruption in 9th, 10th day. It's okay, no problem. 11th day, get back. What Faiza is saying, and I'm agreeing, is what is difficult for us is again go back to the same routine on day 11. Then once it's disrupted, it's gone. Right, Faiza?
yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So we are trying to, have this thing like not so rigid and be very flexible because it life happens. There can be emergency situations. There can be any situation in the life where you cannot do the same thing every day. It's okay if there's a break, if there's a gap, but then coming back to the same thing with,
Yeah, it's very fun.
hmm,
It's always hard with everyone, like this transition phase. Like even though you are breaking for one day, like
yeah,
even though you are going for dinner somewhere,
yes,
so to get the bedtime routine is very hard.
yes,
But some we just let it go. अ,
hmm,
वो बोलते हैं ना इसको दिल पे नहीं लेना और
दिल पे
दिमाग
नहीं
पे it
लेना.
shouldn't be heavy. It shouldn't
Yeah,
overwhelm you.
yes,
If
yes,
your kids are school going, I always tell people around, if your children are school going,
hmm,
don't do academics in holidays.
hmm.
This is my like opinion.
No, no,
Just, yeah,
exactly, yes.
just
I was
focus
always
on
saying,
family connection,
hmm,
bonding. Even though that is small thing, you are going outside and sitting in the park having ice
yeah,
cream today and
hmm,
discuss things together, right? And
hmm,
number two, teach them how to rely on each other, especially with siblings.
yes. Siblings
Because
time is
this,
very
yeah,
important.
because this is everyone is facing this problem. Like when the children they are going school, the
Hmm,
siblings are fighting with each other because
hmm,
they are taking
hmm.
out that frustration when they come back from the
Yes,
school, so they don't like to each other to interfere, so sometimes they are fighting on remote or other very small things, right?
hmm,
So
hmm,
this holiday may try to bond them, like connect them with each other, like
hmm,
play for a while, like as a parent, like
hmm,
usually हम क्या करते हैं हर एक जो होता है like family dinners we keep during holidays, but I would
hmm.
suggest no, keep this time for
Your
your
family.
family.
Hmm, hmm.
तो academics तो होता रहता है, just give them
Exactly.
freedom, how to bond, how to
Exactly.
connect with
Hmm.
each other, and उनको थोड़ा सा ना instill love of learning, curiosity, book reading
Hmm.
हो, book
Hmm.
discussion हो, जब खाना खा रहे हो तो just take small things and discuss on
Hmm.
those things. But
Hmm.
academics वाला part, please don't
निकाल
burden
दें.
them with they are already
Hmm.
overwhelmed with lot of things going on.
Hmm. Hmm.
GCSE का burden, वो चीज का burden अभी से, so
Hmm.
please थोड़ा सा उनको let them breathe.
Hmm. Hmm. No, that's very true. जो school going बच्चे, again, as you said, it's very, they're already very burdenized with all these things. So yeah, it's not, academics always come up. And I think once a child is settled, like contented, happy inside, feeling well, physically, mentally, emotionally, everywhere, academics do come. They it comes like anything. They never struggle with these academics then.
100%. Then they can crash any course or any this
Yeah.
syllabus, whatever curriculum you will
Mm,
provide. But
mm.
make sure they're happy inside. Like
Happy
you
inside.
already know, like let them, feel emotionally like heard. like
Hmm.
as a parent, as a sibling. So
Hmm.
Baki, this academics, it's like it's going to, happen, inshallah.
Yeah, they will undo and do something, for the young one, we think of academics, and as they start growing a little older, maybe towards the end of high school or something, then the pressure comes like, what will they earn? How will they make money? And stuff like this. But inshallah, they will do something because Allah has written the risk for them if they are,
Exactly, exactly. But
if they
at
know
least
how to work hard. Yes.
100%. And teach them a bit responsibilities. Like when they are in school, they don't know how our mothers are cooking, how they're
Hmm.
cleaning, how they are doing these chores. But make
Hmm.
sure during these holidays, give them small, small responsibility. For example, my boy, he's 4.5. His
Hmm.
responsibility is to empty dishwasher. So he
Hmm.
will stack the same plates, same
Hmm.
bowls, and he will
Hmm.
count. Well, this is
Hmm.
just a small
Maths.
responsible, and he's at the same time he's learning.
Yeah, he's learning exactly.
And
He's
he will
doing maths.
separate the colors, he will
Hmm.
separate the shapes, and he
Hmm.
will count. And three
Hmm.
things are happening at the same time.
Yes. Yes. Yeah,
And
that
when I
was.
when I go outside, I put the laundry. He will just come and grab. He will also
Hmm.
help. And even though, and try one more mistake we are always doing, like they are still young, they are still small, they will not do as we want them to do.
Hmm.
Just trust
Yeah.
them, let them, even though you can fix it later, but don't tell them, no, no, no,
Hmm.
aise nahi karna, you are not supposed to do. Just teach them, oh, can we
Yeah,
do like
exactly.
this, right?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
trust them.
Hmm. So again, this on system method, it's like a discussion. The curiosity questions come. When they are doing. So instead of telling them it's not this way, be curious. Like how other way? Maybe we can do it. Maybe we can do it like this together, right? So if we
Yeah.
are like discussing about curiosity questions here, this is just an example came out. Okay, so Partha, you want to say something or you want to continue reading?
Now, Jazakallah khair, Sister Musarat, you are right. Actually, most of
Hmm.
us, we do these mistakes, but yes,
Hmm.
we can always improve ourselves. Sorry, sister,
Yeah,
I won't be able to read now. I'm driving. I have to pick my
that's
son up
fine.
from school.
Okay, no problem. I will read it. I think this table will be our last thing now, as time is about to finish. Okay, so we were doing some telling versus asking curiosity questions, just as an example of how we can use it in our daily lives. So the first one Sister Faiza read is go do your homework. And the curiosity question comes like, what does your routine chart say needs to be happening right now? Second is you must wear your jacket. You are not going out without it. So we are commanding here, right? The curiosity question comes, what do you need to do if you don't want to feel cold? And this happens with my son most often, and the eldest one who's now growing, and he's like, I'm not feeling cold. I will be fine. So I do say to him like, what will you do? And if it's a short distance, I'll let him experience as well if he's not willing. Sometimes without him knowing or anything, I put in a car or somewhere, and if although it never happened like this, sometimes when he's saying I'm not feeling cold, he does not feel cold. But I just as a mother, you are being extra cautious. So you cannot be commanding or saying, okay, you must wear your jacket. It's just be curious and say what you're going to do. So as it says, it will develop critical thinking as well. Third, Ahmad is your friend. You should not be angry with him. You are a good Muslim. Oh my God, this always comes, being a good Muslim card we always play. Although anger is
Subhanallah.
an emotion, right, sister?
Yeah, 100%.
So the curiosity comes like you are angry with Ahmad. So this statement accepts and validate. What would help you calm down? Simple, right? So you can't do like this. You can't feel like this and stuff. No, you can be angry, but of course, what would help you calm down because you cannot act out the anger in a bad way. Okay, you will not buy this toy, it's too expensive. Happens with all of us all the time. Children are demanding, right? So how much money do you have? Is it enough? Again, the curiosity questions come like according to the age of the child. So if they are grown ups, we can ask like this. If they have money sense or something like this. If they are too young and they're just crying, you can just hold them, just validate the emotion. But if you're not buying, you're not buying. How dare you speak to me this way? I am your father. Remember that Allah will be angry with you if you talk to me this way. Yes, Sister Sarat, what will you say on this now?
But I will always say, first the anger issues, we should,
Hmm.
we should check ourselves first.
Yes,
Where
yes, yes.
from anger comes in our children.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we are modeling them now.
Hmm.
So this is
Exactly.
how we all parents lose. Subhanallah. So it's again
Exactly.
our own nafs.
Exactly.
So
So
how we
that's so
handle
true.
when we are anxious, how we handle
Hmm.
when their siblings are doing something which is not like pleasing. So
Hmm.
how do we handle that situation? So
Definitely,
that teaches us
definitely.
a lot, yeah.
Hmm. You know,
So I
even
always give up
hmm.
here, like
Hmm.
when I like something, when I feel exhausted, overwhelmed,
Hmm.
I lose temper, right? So
Hmm.
I can see my children, the same situation, they are doing the same thing. I can't complain like they are doing. It's me modeling.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Exactly. You
So
know,
it's always us.
I have now started saying this to, sometimes people, because in our house there has been things which were not right in the very beginning. And I knew now this has an impact. So when someone says why, why your child acts like this, or why is he shouting, or why he should not be, why he should have more patience or something, I simply say one thing. My children, when they were born, they did not know these things. They, Allah की तरफ से सीख के नहीं आए. They learned these things through the environment. So their environment wasn't
Exactly.
right. So it's on
Exactly.
us, right? It's not on them.
100%. No,
Yes,
no,
we
not
should
at
now
all.
teach them, but the society, the families, everyone, they put pressure on the child. But when child is doing something, put pressure on adults, like I'm happy to take this responsibility. Someone should say me, how did you do this? So your child is acting like this, instead of saying you did not teach this, so the child is this way. You should teach them how to be quiet. You should teach them how to be patient. You cannot teach these things. You can only role model these things, and then it will come.
100%. 100%.
So curiosity question is, I can see how angry you are. I wonder what happened that you are feeling this way. What can you do to take care of yourself right now? If we all learn these things, the life and our families will become, such a jannat. Anyhow, so last one is, why are your books all over the over the floor? Go pick them up. Where do your books go? So again, as I love this author things when she says, save your energy, save your energy, save your words. We mothers are already doing so much. And when one thing happens, we start to give them a big lectures and sermons, and we don't need this. They are not getting it. So just use small words, sentences, curiosity question, and then System Sarat says, don't take anything on your heart, don't take it personal, just let it go. Give them a time and space, and inshallah, the things will fall in as they should be, inshallah. So we will stop there. Deal with the belief behind the behavior. We will start from the next time, inshallah. I know Sister Mari has just joined us at the end. I'm so sorry. The time was finishing, because if we read it now, we won't be able to finish it properly. So I would like to, the people over here, we leave ourselves with these curiosity questions this week. Try to find out as much curiosity questions in your conversations with your children as much possible. Do share in the group if possible. I will share this chart in the group as well. And this should be our target for the next week until we meet, inshallah. Then, when something was happening, instead of giving them the lectures or telling them or demanding something from them, how curious we were, just try to imagine yourself with a different lens now you have, and whatever your child is doing, you are like a detective, and you are trying to find the reasons behind it, and you are just, even if my child just likes to throw the toys and whatever, you are still being curious, and you will say, what can we do with this, how can we tidy this up, and just be curious. um, I heard this statement, emotional scientist. Just be emotional scientist with them rather than emotional judge. Yes, this was the statement I read. Okay, so anyone has to say anything before we just wrap up?
I just want to say a big Jazakallah khair to you. As always, it was a very beneficial session. Alhamdulillah. Allah bless you.
I mean, thank you for always being there. Thank you for reading for us and saving my energy. I just read one table and I realized that you saved so much of, my energy there by reading. May Allah bless you always. Jazakallah khair for, Sister Masarat and Maria, I think, joined us for the first time, maybe. Sadia joined us for a very, very long time.
Mr. Kurat, whenever this book club is happening, just can you please just call me or miss call, please? Sometimes I miss the messages.
Mm-hmm.
So
Inshallah, if I
I'm so
remember.
busy with the kids, and I don't.
Mm,
It's very hard for me to check the phone every time.
I
So
know.
please
Yeah.
remind me.
I can totally understand this. It is every Wednesday. The time always remains the same unless I'm unwell or something like this. But inshallah, I'm not going to drop it. But if I,
Exactly.
again, it's on me. Like sometimes this as now, I rush from a friend's house and I have to just quickly start my book club. If something happens, like between the things, my child is here with me, home educated as well. If I remember, I will definitely give you a call. If I can't remember, then excuse me as well.
Mr. Musarat, can I just give you advice, not just an idea? If you can put the
Yes,
alarm on,
please.
because that helps me, because I forget things as well. So I just put a reminder alarm on. So it just when the alarm rings at the odd time, I remember that, okay,